Hey everybody, welcome to Heart in Motion 2020, Instaballet's 5th annual but first ever virtual gala fundraiser. You know what, I'm going to take off my mask right now, Instaballet, because science tells us that the COVID-19 molecules cannot be transmitted via the internet. So feel free to take your masks off too. My name is Bill Hulings, and I'm going to be your host for this evening. Some of you may be wondering who the heck is this guy and why is he the host for Instaballet? I don't have a good answer for that. You may have seen me hovering around the periphery in some of the performance venues here in Eugene. And some of you might have seen me last year at last year's Heart in Motion Gala, where I performed for the audience those classic and most challenging dance moves, noodle legs and tornado hips. It seems to have made such an impression on Instaballet that they've asked me back to be the host again. So my apologies for that, but you're just going to have to live with it. Tonight, we are so happy to have you all here, and we're so happy that you're supporting Instaballet and all the work they do. We've got a variety of audience-created dance for you. Some of it's going to be danced by professional dancers. Some of it's going to be danced by you, our community members, and one of them is going to be danced by yours truly. Of course, it will be the highlight of your evening. And we're also going to have some messages from some of Instaballet's friends and collaborators. We want to thank everybody who has already contributed to tonight's Heart in Motion, and thanks to all of you who haven't yet contributed but might take the opportunity to do so while we're presenting tonight. If you want to do that, just simply text the word Instaballet to 44321. That's INSTABALLET to 44321. If you didn't get that down, don't worry about it. We're going to put that up on the screen every once in a while. You can also go to instaballet.org for other ways to help support this most wonderful organization. Let's see, all of the proceeds for tonight's event are going to go towards keeping Instaballet free for the public, whether that's online like it is tonight or live in person, which we all pray to happen very soon. Also, the proceeds go to keeping our artists paid and working, which is especially hard during this challenging time, and for bringing Instaballet events to schools like the Bridgeway House and Jasper Mountain Center. My apologies, the Jasper Mountain Center. And now, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you the founders of Instaballet, Suzanne Haag and Antonio Anacan. Here they are.
Guess we can do this.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, 6 feet apart.
6 feet apart. Hello, my name is Antonio Anacan. I'm the artistic director here at Instaballet, also a co-creator, and also Instaballet facilitator. I choreograph, I do photography, videography around town. I also am a local IATSE 675 stagehand. You can see me at the HALT Center when that happens, and at the Matthew Knight Arena, or the Cuthbert at the McDonald. I'm also a former dancer at the Eugene Ballet, where I've danced the title roles of the Nutcracker and Tommy the Pinball Wizard, but you might have also caught me as the Mouse King or Mercutio. Yeah, it's great to have you here. And here's my buddy, Suzanne.
Hello, I'm Suzanne Haag, and I danced with the Eugene Ballet for 15 seasons, and I'm their current resident choreographer. I'm also the executive director here at Instaballet and a co-founder. So Antonio and I founded Instaballet together in 2013. We've been going for a while now, and we founded it with the purpose of connecting the audience and the artist by having the audience participate in the creation process and making sure that their ideas were brought into the work. So everything you're going to see, as Bill already said, tonight has been created by our audiences. So it's very special for us. It's a unique way of working and a really intimate way of connecting dancer and audience member. Tonight, for Heart in Motion, we just wanted to take a moment to thank some people that made this particular crazy virtual event possible. First of all, we would like to thank our title sponsor, the Faye and Lucille Stewart Foundation. So you can put some hearts up if you're watching on Facebook Live. You can comment on YouTube or just clap at home. I can't do it. Make some hearts. But we're so thankful for their support. We'd also like to acknowledge that the Faye and Lucille Stewart Foundation, in addition to sponsoring this evening's event, is providing us space in the brand new Midtown Arts Center that's going to open in January. Currently, we run Instaballet out of our apartments and a P.O. box, but we're going to have a real office very soon, thanks to them. So thank you. We'd also like to thank our artist sponsors for this evening, Jay Mosley, Jody James of Soma Potential, and our friends at Bridgeway House. So thank you so much. And we're going to say an extra special thanks to a few folks. Oregon Contemporary Theater, where we currently are. We're so grateful to be in this space right now. Normally we perform here a couple times during the summer, during our season, but obviously because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to safely do that. But we're happy to be here for this abridged version of Instaballet. So thank you to OCT. We'd like to thank the Eugene Ballet Company. They provided the dance floor that the dancers will use, and they've just been amazing at helping us to figure out how to create our own company. So they've provided a lot of guidance along the way, and a lot of our dancers are Eugene Ballet Company dancers. And then we also want to thank Freudian Slip. They donated some awesome prizes for our raffle, and everyone that has donated to Heart in Motion before midnight, last night or this morning, whatever, that has donated to Heart in Motion, whatever amount, we've entered your name into a raffle drawing. So we'll get to that in a moment. And we'd also like to thank Capitello Wines. We know several of you are drinking Capitello wine right now. Hope you're enjoying it. Donations of $100 or more got some amazing packages from Capitello. Normally they provide wine to all of our patrons over 21 here for Heart in Motion, but since we couldn't do that this year, they decided to bring the party to you. They are super generous, and they've agreed to give these amazing wine packages to anyone that donates up until August 17th. So if you missed out on the Capitello packages, you can still get those. Visit our website, instaballet.org, and you'll see the list of different prizes. They get more amazing the more you donate. The $500 level, you get a meat and cheese board and a tasting with Ray Walsh, who is the Capitello Wines winemaker. So check that out. So thank you to all these amazing people. And we have so many people to thank. We're just very grateful. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we have a small but mighty board that governs us. And so we would like to say a huge thank you to our board. Thank you to Kelly Sherman, Michael Atkinson, Miranda Atkinson, and Patricia Wigney. And right now we're going to show you a short video. It's a message from our board. It's read by our Vice President, Miranda Atkinson.
At Instaballet, we've always been focused on access to and within dance. We've danced in many community spaces, including First Friday Art Walks since our inaugural season, and collaboratively with Bridgeway House for over 5 years. We and you have created dance that is by and for the people in this community. However, we want to recognize that access to dance is not equitable for artists of color, and in particular, Black artists. Instaballet is responsible for starting conversations and contributing to change. Instaballet supports the Black Lives Matter movement and its impact on the arts community. Black dancers matter, Black artists matter, Black lives matter. We recognize that this is an important moment for dance and the arts and our community to actively work to eradicate racism. We will continue to promote equity in dance through collaboration with our community and to, in particular, support and celebrate artists of color. When we create an Instaballet, we do so with our community. It takes all of us, and we have to create this new space together. We're excited to move forward with you.
Awesome. Thank you, Miranda. I'd like to introduce a very new piece that we've created together. We've asked you all to, what does dance mean to you in this time? And we asked you to write it down in a piece of heart that we have given you, and to dance what that meant. And and to submit it to us. We took all your submissions, I put it together in the video editor, and we spliced it all very nicely, and we have this very, very wonderful piece that in these times of separation, we were able to come together and to create something. So please enjoy the heART community dance.
Yeah, Eugene community. Talk about collaboration, hey? I loved watching that video. There were so many creative moments. The woman that went all silhouette in the garage door opening, I thought that was really cool. And of course, my favorite is the little guy who's like, he was a little afraid to dance the first time, but then he was going nuts later on. I think that was me as a kid. Some of you may be having some Capitello wine already right now, and I would just like to say cheers unto you, Instaballet, right? Here's to you guys, huh? Ray, you do such amazing work. That is fabulous rosé. Well, collaboration is the heart and soul of Instaballet, and now we'd like to share some of our favorite collaborations with you. First is going to be a video from the 2018 performance that Instaballet did in collaboration with you, our audience, dancers from the Eugene Ballet, and that little combo that some of you may have heard of, Pink Martini. Anyway, this dance was created right here in this space with the audience members on that day, and then it was performed live with Pink Martini on the Holt Center stage. It features the dancers Victoria Harvey, who was a founding board member of Instaballet, Sara Kosterman, who's a current Eugene Ballet dancer, and our very own Susie Haag. This is Andalusia.
Again, we've been doing a lot of circles around there. Go back, let's pick up Victoria. She did her grand jeté. Let's do from the grand jeté. She goes the grand jeté, and then we do the back, and go. Suzanne will come up first, and her right shoulder will come down and around. So we can boom, and we're here.
And then Sarah, you'll be your okay to do some turning or something.
Yeah, just to say, you come back, then like do the flip, come back this way.
And so how are we getting back that way? So let's maybe pick another body part. Again, maybe because we said the shoulder came down and around this time. Do we want to keep the shoulder coming back again, or do we want to pick it up maybe from a hip or a knee? Knee.
Something closer to the ground.
So something like you made a shape. Something down like that. Or how about could you keep the lunge? Could you keep your leg in that lunge? And could you like lunge it down? Something like that? Back that way?
Oh, what if like you think of like pulling back with your toe and then rocking onto your heels and rolling through your heels to get to the other side? Like he was saying, stay in the lunge.
You're in the lunge.
So like if you like pull back a little bit through the toe and then you can like go through the heels into the next thing.
Over the heels. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and over the heels. Ooh, yeah, nice, man.
Do it again.
So good. Yeah. But so it's try from the they just reached and reached and reached. Reached and reached and reached. Now Sara would go down through, Tori would go down through, and Susie would go down through.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. And again, are we keeping them together? It seems like they're gonna run off, but
amazing. Love that song. Isn't that cool to watch the growth, the transition, I don't know, what do you call it, from when they were here in this space and the ideas coming from the audience, how that translates and morphs and changes as it moves into the dancer's body, and then to see it on stage with all of those incredibly talented artists, the musicians and the dancers. The Outliers book talks about 10,000 hours that it requires for mastery of any subject. Think of the hours and hours that these creative performing artists have put into their instruments. And for the dancers, their instrument is their entire body. And to see that collaboration happen and to come to life is such a joyful thing. Now, for some more collaboration and something that is near and dear to my heart, Instaballet's collaborations also includes younger audience members, such as the students from the Bridgeway House, which is an area school for children with autism, and the Jasper Mountain Center, a school and a safe place for children who have experienced abuse in their lives. Instaballet's workshops help children communicate their thoughts and their feelings through movement and dance. And it also engages them and gets them a chance to work with the creative process of dance making. And the results are always beautiful and unexpected and moving. Now, the workshop with Jasper Mountain Center grew into a fully realized ballet called The Large Rock and the Little U. It was choreographed by our very own Susie Haag, and it was inspired by the book of the same title written by Gregory Anacan. Now, Anacan is a teacher at Jasper Mountain Center, and he drew his inspiration for this book from the courage and strength and perseverance of his students at Jasper Mountain Center. In a wonderful example of life inspiring art and art inspiring life, his story came full circle when his students' ideas and movements were used in the full ballet production that was performed on the Silva stage at the Holt Center for the Performing Arts. And at the Bridgeway House, Instaballet has created so many new works with the students and will continue to do so twice a year. Well, what am I trying to say? They're going to keep doing it with your support 2 times a year once it's finally safe for us all to be back in the schools. And we've got some special messages from our friends at Jasper Mountain and Bridgeway House. And just try not to cry. I dare you.
Hi, I'm Greg Anacan. I'm the author of The Large Rock and the Little U that the Eugene Ballet produced into a ballet. It was also incorporated with the input of the children from Jasper Mountain Center. Some of the dancers from the ballet came to Jasper Mountain Center and had a workshop with the children. And that was a very meaningful and emotional experience, not only for the staff, but the children as well. They were asked to incorporate movement to depict some of the scenes in the ballet. And also, the children were present at the dress rehearsal. And so it was a great opportunity for them to see the actual ballet, something that they had input in producing.
I think the dancers were really cool. I saw them do a lot of teamwork. I liked how they did the crack, how they did the crack in the rock. I actually really liked that. I enjoyed it.
I was impressed of all the moves they did, because someday I would like to be able to go to ballet classes, and I never really thought I would be able to do something like that. But they weren't afraid to go in front of everybody, because there are some dreams that I want to do, but I would kind of be afraid to be on a stage and show in front of everybody, because that's kind of scary. So I'm very impressed of how that they would wave about that and won't stare.
I made a suggestion. It's about the leaves falling off the trees, and I thought that was realistic. And here's how you do it. And I enjoyed the part where she like, I can't really act this out, but she really like, she kind of like rolled, like the seed like rolling out of the tree into the rock. I love like the crack part. And I also remember like at the first part, like the very first part, they were in a circle, they were doing like these weird poses. Yeah. The dancers, they were actually focusing on the crowd and like the people instead of like focusing on the moves. I want to be that talented.
If you haven't seen a ballet lately, next time we're lucky enough to have one produced at the HALT Center, I encourage you to go. Thanks.
Good evening. My name is Patricia Wigney, and I'm one of the newest board members of the Instaballet. I also happen to be the executive director of Ridgeway House, a center for children with autism and related abilities. About 3 or 4 years ago, I received a phone call from Suzanne, the director of Instaballet. She wanted to inform me that they'd like to come out and work with our children. I said, really? Because we never get calls like this. Of course, we would love it. A couple days later, I got a call from the artistic director, Anacan, and he wanted to know more about our children to make sure the event was successful. I was deeply, deeply honored and moved. Of course, the event was beyond successful. Words can't explain it. Our students, some of our students that don't speak, don't interact, were out in the middle dancing and moving and wanting to be turned and creating movements and really invested. To say it was successful is not enough. They have come out twice a year since then, each time, just like autism. If you know one person with autism, you know one person with autism. If you've seen one piece, one Build-A-Dance, you've seen one. They're all different. They all invoke different emotions and expressions. It's so valuable for our students that have trauma and can't speak or have big behaviors and big emotions to be able to let that out. We can't do this without Instaballet. They give to the community in so many ways. It's not just dance. It's giving you, empowering you with your own feelings and emotions and knowing it's okay. Please give tonight. I want him to come back. Our children need him. Thank you.
That's pretty special, isn't it? I know when I was watching, had to wipe the tears from my eyes. It's so amazing to see those kids moving and to see just that emotion coming out of them. And it's a reminder that our emotions don't stop at our head. They move through our entire bodies. It's a beautiful thing. And the people at Jasper Mountain Center and at Ridgeway House are doing vital work for our community. And it's wonderful that Instaballet gets to be a part of that vital work. Well, you know, this pandemic that we're all living through has put a hold on a lot of things, and especially live performance. But Instaballet continues its work in spite of this setback, and that's why we're asking for your help. Heart in Motion, our gala fundraiser was created 5 years ago so that Instaballet could raise funds to continue bringing free performances to the public, to engage our audiences in a new way of creatively presenting ballet, and to work with young audiences like the Bridgeway House and Jasper Mountain Center, all while paying professional artists a fair wage for their hard work and their artistry. Through your generosity, we have already raised $5,445 out of our $8,000 goal. We know that many of you have already contributed, and we thank you very much. If you would like to contribute as our evening progresses, a reminder, text the word Instaballet to 44321. Instaballet to 44321. Or you can also go to the website instaballet.org. If you donate $100 or more, like Susie said, you're going to get some fabulous Capitello wine and maybe a wine tasting to go along with it. Ray and Jen, we are so thankful for your generosity. I love this Pinot Gris. It's really good. Some of you I know are enjoying these packages right now. Well, please, if you feel inspired, continue to donate as our evening goes along. It's coming to an end quickly, and that brings me to the moment that you have all been dreading. Yes, it's true. It's time for Bill to dance. Maybe, just maybe, this might inspire you to donate in an effort to keep me off the dance floor and professionals doing the dance. I gotta warm up. They're going to do some technical stuff. Antonio's going to come out and help things, but I'm going to leave this camera right now. Oh, help me. Here we go. Oh, we're over here now. Hi. We're going to take off the gunboats. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yes.
50-year-old body can do anything. Hi, Antonio.
Hi, Bill.
We're going to keep socially distanced.
Yes, we are.
Everybody, this is Della Davies on the rock and violin. She's going to give us some soundscape. And I'm going to do my best to create an Instaballet from your suggestions. Is your mic working, Antonio?
I believe so.
Oh, good. Then talk.
Well, you dance.
Okay.
So, here are your words, Bill.
Okay.
The bear licked his paw seductively. The wolf smiled with lascivious smirk.
The bear licked his paw
Seductively.
The wolf
Smiled
with
with a lascivious smirk. Take it away.
I'm a bear.
He's a bear. And that's the dog rolled over, gleefully kicked his feet in the air.
My wolf has not smiled yet, Antonio.
Oh, okay. As we see the wolf.
What is this?
The dog rolled over and gleefully kicked his feet in the air.
Oh, you scratched
6 feet, Bill, 6 feet.
What's next?
The lion shook his head mightily.
Lion.
Perfect, and into the cat arched her back lazily.
Oh. Okay.
Right there. Oh, perfect. Nice transition.
Oh.
And we'd like to thank our buddy Jay for those words. From our next set of words from Catherine.
What's next?
Prowl, tail, derriere, huge, and we got another lion.
Prowl, tail, derriere, lion.
Wow. From our buddy Lisa, chasse, feet, delightfully, macaroon.
Delightfully.
And why don't we put this one in here from the MC himself. Bill takes a breather. And from our buddies at Soma Potential, slurping. Oh shoot, slurping. Duanum. There we go. Stealthily. I believe that's somewhere inside you.
Okay.
And cheetah.
Those of you who don't know your anatomy, the duodenum is this little part that comes after your stomach before it goes into your intestines. Who's from who?
Soma Potential. Our Jody.
Duodenum? Okay, duodenum. What's the list?
Slurping.
Slurping.
Duodenum. Stealthily. Cheetah. Okay, and our last one, blossom, knee, voracious, and artichoke.
A blossom knee.
Blossom knee.
Okay, here's your high kick, Susie.
Please donate to the high kick. Woo! And there it is. We have Bill to dance. Wonderful. Thank you, Della. Please take a bow, both of you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Please.
Della Davies, everybody.
Della Davies.
Yeah.
And Bill Hulings.
Hey.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank
Susie,
you, Della.
come on out. I'm going to put my mask on because I'm breathing really hard.
Thank you, Della.
Thank you, Della.
You can go back. Yeah, thanks.
What's next, you guys?
All right. Well, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to thank a bunch of people. First, I want to thank you, Bill. That was amazing. Those people that contributed words, some of those were challenging, and you rose to the challenge. So thank you so much.
You rarely choreographed to an internal organ.
Rarely, and I appreciate the high kick too. So
the high kicks, yes.
Thank you so much. So I just wanted to take a quick second to thank our sponsors one more time. Thank you to our title sponsor, the Faye and Lucille Stewart Foundation. Thank you to our artist sponsors, Jay Mosley, Jody James of Soma Potential, and our friends at Bridgeway House. Thank you. And thank you to Oregon Contemporary Theater, Eugene Ballet Company, Freudian Slip, and Capitello Wines. Make sure if you're donating, make sure you get your donations in before the 17th. If you donate $100 or more, you get amazing wine packages. And I just wanted to say a little extra thank you to, behind the scenes, we've got Amy on lights and Damien, who's going from video camera to video camera and all in between stuff. So thank you guys backstage. Thank you to Bill for being an amazing MC. And I just wanted to just point out that Antonio wears many hats for Instaballet. He facilitates, he choreographs, he runs a show, but during this time, for this pandemic, we weren't sure how we were gonna put this whole show on, and he did so much research, figured out how to live stream an event, and it's so much work, and not something we trained for when we were like learning pliés as ballet students. So thank you so much. And he also is editing a lot of the videos. So he's gonna tell you a little bit about the next video you're gonna see.
Awesome, thank you, Suzanne. I really appreciate it. So yes, one of the things I do as a videographer, and so I asked Suzanne, hey, could we make a Instaballet video? And she's like, sure, you could do this, but your task is to include, your task is to include the logo of Heart in Motion. And I was like, oh, totally. But I was figuring out, like, how do I do that? On a computer, you can, the logo is our buddy Beth doing a backbend, and I flipped her on the computer, so it created a heart. And in a picture, that's pretty simple, but doing it through a video, that was really blowing my mind. So I was racking my mind, how do I do this? So eventually, I was like, you know what? I don't need the computer. I can just use a mirror. And so we had this mirror. I'm like, perfect. We did a test later on the floor, and we did a backbend with the mirror. With the right angle, you can get that heart. And so we took the mirror to the beach, and the setting was because I loved the coast, and I wanted to go to the coast. Simple. And so we did it there. And so please enjoy this video. It's in the theme of heart in motion. And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Beth. There's no comparison, is there? Wouldn't you much rather see a professional like Beth dancing than this one? Thank you so much. Hey, and we have noticed that many of you are making donations online. That's so great. Thank you so much. Well, what's next? Up to this point, everybody who's made a donation, sorry for the folks that are doing it right now, but up till midnight last night, your name has been entered into a raffle. For those folks who got in early and made a donation, we've got 3 raffle prizes. The first prize is a instaballet tote bag. Pretty fabulous image right there, very joyful. And what else you get on that? You get, I have it written down somewhere, instaballet tote bag. You get an instaballet wine glass, right? A $50 gift certificate to Freudian Slip, and an instaballet mask. They're very slimming, everybody. So here is the first raffle winner. see if I can read this. Bart Sherman wins the first raffle. Yay! Give him a COVID-distanced applause. The second raffle is the same. You get a tote bag, you get a wine glass, you get a Freudian slip gift certificate, and a mask. And this one goes to David Vandrische. Oh, David, I am so sorry. I apologize. Vandrische. I'll just continue to butcher your name. No, somebody stop me now. David, you know who you are. You win. Now, here is raffle number 3. This one steps up a little bit. You get a tote bag, but then you get 2 of everything else. And this one, no, it says my name on it. I don't get it. Somebody else is going to get it. All right, this one goes to Jay Mosley. She's the one that made me do all those crazy things at the very beginning. Jay, I'm going to have a talk with you. Congratulations, you 3. That is terrific. You guys are the lucky ducks of Instaballet. And now it is time for the latest world premiere of Instaballet, inspired by our new normal and all of the emotions that go along with being sequestered and distanced and wearing masks and all the things that the feels that we are feeling, created online in June by you, our choreographers, in collaboration with our masterful artists. Here is Instaballet number 38, danced by Sara Stockwell and Madeline with Della Davies on violin.
Hey, Bill, before you wrap things up, we have our buddy Jay. She wants to pass on her winnings, so we're going to have one more redraw.
Oh! Yep. Oh, all right.
She wants to pass on, so before we go.
Thanks, Jay. That was very generous of you. Here we go. Jean Tressenfeld.
Oh, yeah, Jean.
Yeah, you get raffle number 3. Congratulations, Jean.
Yeah, Jean.
And everybody, we just want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending the time tonight online in our virtual COVID world where we can all be together digitally. Thanks for supporting Instaballet, all these wonderful artists and the work that they do. Everybody stay healthy, stay safe, and stay creative. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.